Hey everyone, welcome back to another week with us. We wanted to take a moment to explain what we're up to with all the digging behind the old and new barns. Our main goal is to create a parking area behind them so we can easily drive around the buildings and back to the front gate. Also, the hill behind the barns is causing some water issues. It's damaging the barn's structure, water is creeping up the walls, and it's creating a generally unhealthy and damp environment that isn't doing much good to our tools and everything else stored there. So, by removing the hill, we'll be able to install a French drain to divert excess water away from the buildings. You might have noticed in our previous videos that we have quite a bit of water flowing down the hill. Here's how things are currently looking. We still need to excavate this part, but we're waiting for drier weather to do so. Once that's done, we'll install the French drain. This parking area will be at ground level with the barns, and behind that we'll be digging a swale to collect water trickling down from the hill and redirect it into the fields.
Okay, a little update of the big excavation works with the little digger. We made it around the corner, so now I don't need to pump anymore. Any water that comes from up the hill is collecting in the ditch that I dug, and it's going like this now, and it goes out into the field, so that's very good. What I've noticed as well, it's raining now, just a little bit, but we had some more rain, and because the ditch for now is completed, the new barn doesn't have water anymore, because all the water that was in the trench now can go freely around and just goes in the fields. So what can I do for now? Not much. I need to move all the soil towards the fields over there where we want to make a pond. The soil we will use as a dam to be able to make the pond, but it's very wet. So yeah, even with big machinery we're gonna destroy everything if we start running from here to the field. So we'll have to wait for dry weather. Okay, I just wanted to show you guys this really quick. Now the rain can evacuate, so this is staying dry, so it's already, with just what I've done now, it's already a victory. It's gonna stay a lot drier in here now, because a lot of my work tools and everything is here, and it's with all the wetness in here, it was very damp. So yeah, I'm very happy with the result just from digging around now. Time for some more removing the brambles from the elderberries. In there is the house, I'm gonna call it a house, where the pigs were probably in. So I'm gonna clear this a little bit, clear those elderberries of the brambles, and then I'll be able to get that metal out of there.
The area Philippe is cleaning now seems to have been a channel where water from the fields above and behind the barn must have flowed, and where a part of the water from a few collection points is gathering. Here is where we're finding most of the waste, such as scrap metal, glass and plastics. So it'll be great to get this cleaned.
This was probably the original gut ring from these trees, professionally installed. So when it rained, I think the rain went into these gutters and then went into the ditch here. So yeah, probably from the 1600s. This used to be the ditch, and that way is also where we want the pond, so maybe we can divert it apart to get it to fill the pond naturally. Hidden treasures. I see a roll over there as well, a full roll. So maybe that one I can recuperate. This I'll have to grind in little pieces because there's trees and everything growing through it. Finissons de chef d'œuvre. Paint, vernis, lac, peinture. It's for when you want to paint the trees, I think. Enough for today. Tomorrow I'll continue. Take all the wood out. Then I can start cleaning around this tree as well. There's a load of metal and other stuff around it, so like this. Fencing and stuff. The usual. There was a big branch that broke off almost at the top of the tree, and then I took a whole load of other branches with it. We were looking into getting this tree cut down because we were a bit worried about the state it was in. If we clean it up a little bit more, get the dead branches out, then it can stay for a while, I think. I don't know if it's suffering with the mistletoe. It has loads of mistletoe, which is adding extra weight to it. We're gonna give it another season and just keep an eye on it. The big spruce, the Christmas tree. A few years ago, apparently there was a big thunderstorm and a lightning bolt hit the top, and the top is sheared off. So we had someone here and he told me it probably won't survive that long anymore. But we're just gonna give it a shot. This is the mistletoe. You can see it grows inside of the tree. But I read it doesn't kill trees. So maybe if it's just too much with the weight, then the limb can snap. But I thought it doesn't kill the trees. I think this mistletoe spreads with the birds picking up the seed, landing in a tree, and then when it gets a good nestling spot, I think it injects in there. Someone wants a beer? Or maybe you want to put your foot on some open glass? plastic knife, so I can have a beer and I can make my sandwich here. It's all coming out of nature, it's amazing. Mr. Bramble, thank you! Thank you, Mr. Bramble! I have so much love for you, I might get my trimmer out again to show you my love. Okay, I'm almost there. I'm finding loads of bottles here. Must have been a great place to sit in the summer and have a beer. I'm not gonna go with the mower in here before I go with my rake and have a look if I can find more bottles and stuff before I go in with the mower, because if I hit this with the mower I'm gonna have glass everywhere. See, this is why I do it. These little nice pieces of metal hidden underneath. Heineken, and it ain't even good beer. 2010. My suspicion is right. Who did it? Out of fuel. Game over, I think. I'm gonna check, but I think the snare just snapped from last time when I damaged it. This sucks, it was to be expected. I got another belt. I think it's a little bit longer or shorter, I can't remember, by a few centimeters, so he said to give it a try. If it doesn't work I can give it back and they'll order a new one. So, okay, so after you open this, the plastic you just throw there, yes, and this, things you don't need you just throw it in the garden, blah. This is a great example why you see me sometimes complaining about metal, glass and stuff just being dumped all around. It costs you money. It costs me a lot of money in clearing it up. I could leave it where it is, but that's not how I'm built inside. I want to have it clean. It doesn't belong in nature, it belongs in the bin, or at least group it together. Don't just chuck it out there. I don't understand the mindset behind it. But like this belt is 70 euros, so I have to go get it, I have to fix it. The tire, I've hit metal with the tire was leaking, so yeah. I wouldn't have all these problems you just didn't throw your shit around. Just group it together. If I can understand you have a lot of metal, put it together. Make a pile, it's easy. I have glass, I don't want to bring it to the recycling. Okay, but just make a pile of glass then. You know, it's easy. You don't want to clean it up, okay, but the next one who comes, it's a lot easier. And I can just clean it up. Now I have to pick everything out of here, so it's not like we're living on a dump. I am complaining, but it's just close to the house. Like I told you guys, I've seen the Google photos. Alright, enough complaining, enough being angry, Philip. Let's see if this runs, if I need to become more angry. No. I'm gonna try to get these two smaller elderberries out. Read a little bit about the elderberries and it's like I thought, there's a lot of small birds eating the berries and like the blackcap as well. So I want to keep them on the property. So let's try to take these two out, give them another space where they can grow freely and I can maintain them without getting all the brambles around them. I knew this was gonna be the worst place. This is where most of his shit was, going up to the chicken coop. So everything I will clean there is gonna be amazing. Yeah, it's just glass, all sorts of things, metal, plastics.
Voor mama? Oh, dankjewel Odin. Dat is een braamdoren.
See? The 10th of June 2010. Come on, out of my way. I was cleaning it manually, but I think I'm just gonna take my excavator and just scrape it all off here and put it to the side and just bring it as a whole to the recycling. Okay, before I drive the excavator down, I'm gonna clean everything up that I've already found. So that part is done. I like to do it in segments so I don't get overwhelmed. So clean this up, everything clean again, then start on a new task. Because else you have piles everywhere and then suddenly you don't feel like doing it anymore. Okay, everything is chipped. The last metal and the last plastic, I'm gonna bring it up and then I'm gonna drive one more time to chip everything up a little bit more and then I'm gonna call it a day. It's Sunday, the video is almost uploaded, so it's always exciting to see how well the video will do. So I'm gonna enjoy my evening, enjoy my dinner and enjoy you guys watching the video and commenting. Alright, this is our find. Very happy with this. I don't know if we'll get it running, but that's something to see. It's an old tractor. We're gonna clear it a little bit, but from what I can read is John McCormick F240. We had a little look on the internet and they were built between 62 and 65 with a diesel engine and a 12-speed gearbox. So yeah, excited. We're gonna clear it up a little bit, see if the engine is still in it. I can see the seat, I can see the steering wheel, dashboard, the hood, wheels. So I think it's pretty complete. I'm not a tractor expert, so I hope the engine is still in it. That would be amazing. Extremely cool.
The coolest find ever.
We had an idea of its existence not so long ago, a week ago. I talked with someone and he was like, isn't there a red tractor in the barn? I was like, no, there's not. But it was just when I found this, we took an image with the zoom lens with the red parts that we could see, so we had an idea, and he told us it's the original tractor from the farm. Right, this is what you can call a barn find, but sadly enough not in the barn. So I don't know much about tractors, but it looks in pretty good shape. The engine is there, back wheels are there. Both front wheels are not here, sadly enough, so it's gonna be a task getting it out of here or getting it up and searching for tires to put it on, because there's nothing here. What I might try while it's here is try to crank the engine over manually, see if it turns around. If it fires up, yeah, then it's amazing. In a sense it should, because this is an old tractor, and what is old is most of the time the best and the simplest to get going. So yeah, very happy with this. If we can get it running, this would be a big help on our farm. It would be amazing. It is the original tractor from the farm as well, so yeah, that's just adds to the value for us anyways, to get it repaired, that it can start running on this farm again. I think it's been outside anywhere between 10 to 20 years max, it's been outside. So yeah, but it looks good. I love these headlights, I love the look of it. You can see it's an old tractor. It's, the styling on it is amazing.
Sometimes we act like a fool, not aware we're troublemakers. Sometimes we try to be cool, not being good is only takers. Stop for a minute, stop and breathe for a minute. Don't get over your head, try to listen instead, won't you?
I kept all the good poles, well good enough, chopped a little bit off and then put a new point on it, because we're gonna use these on the trees that we planted behind the barn as I think it was soppy sod, not sure who said it. So we're gonna look if the trees get leaves or start blossoming, showing signs of life, then we'll put poles next to them and use the rubber tree band to keep them upright, because yeah, I wasn't thinking about it, but if there's heavy wind or something and the leaves are on it, it can blow over because the roots haven't established yet. So great suggestion. This we keep. Okay, time to move the trailer. It's been here for some time now. I couldn't move it anywhere else because it was too wet and I would get stuck. I'm gonna move it in the old barn and we will have a view again.